Hi everyone. Today we're going to answer in this short video just a really important question which we overlook. We are mostly not aware of it. And this is really about being in control or out of control. But we put some meaning on it and we miss what's behind it. So feeling out of control is something that we can definitely identify with. All of us, just through life happening, sooner or later going to feel out of control. That's normal. Now, part of what we need to do, and we're supposed to learn this from very young. From very young, our parents are supposed to notice that we feel dysregulated. So, out of control is feeling dysregulated. So, our emotional systems, our internal systems are not feeling like it is even and like we can handle whatever is going on. It's overwhelming to us, which is another word we use very often in connection with this. So our parents are supposed to teach us from young, very young, that we are able to regulate our feelings. So the way we do it is we sit with a feeling. We give it a name. This is what I feel. As long as we say overwhelmed or out of control, there is no counter way of feeling that I can manage this thing going on in my life. When I say I'm dysregulated and my job is to go through the process so I can regulate my feelings, I'm putting myself in charge. Now, if you have a parent when you're very small, they say to you, you say, Mommy, I feel bad. Daddy, I feel bad. I'm really scared. I don't want to go to Granny. She's mean to me. Whatever it is. No, 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 I don't want to go. So whatever it is that makes us feel very out of control and overwhelmed. If we have somebody acknowledging our feelings, we learn to acknowledge our own feelings. So that's step one. We have to learn to acknowledge our own feelings. So instead of going, again, listen to the change in language, because changing our language change how we look at it. So instead of saying, I feel out of control, I feel overwhelmed, which is an external thing jumping into me, I say, I feel dysregulated and I need to go through the process to regulate myself. So what is this feeling? Immediately you start employing your frontal lobes. And when you employ your frontal lobes, you are now calming down your amygdala. Your amygdala switches off, the subconscious switches off, and you start putting yourself in charge. That's the first step. Identify the feeling, then be willing to sit with a feeling. So if we are not taught that we can sit with a feeling, we don't want to. We find it overwhelming. And the feeling, we may not like it, but it's okay. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to really dislike whatever it is that's going on in your life. But whatever's going on in your life, it's going on in your life. Whether you've lost somebody or somebody doesn't like you anymore, somebody rejected you, somebody was mean to you, or even if you just very dysregulated as a person because you've never learned to not take things personally and you're attaching a lot of meaning to the things that happen to you, and you dysregulate it because you are causing it yourself by attaching meaning to it. That person said that to me, they always mean to me. Are they really mean to me? Or am I just feeling so small and insecure and with such a lack of self-esteem that I take everything personally when nobody intended harm? And that happens so, so often to us. And I think it's really important, if we dysregulate it a lot, to become aware that we could very easily be doing this to ourselves. So look at this, check the feeling, don't have to like it, just notice it, it's not going to kill you, your hands are not going to fall off, it's all fine, it's all fine. And then what you do is you sit with a feeling. It takes a few minutes. Sit with a feeling, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, sit with a feeling. And you see, what is this feeling here? You befriend it. You stop being scared of it, you stop squishing it, you stop pushing it away. You just let it be. Sad is there for a reason. Scared is there for a reason. feeling abandoned is there to teach us something. Why am I feeling abandoned, feeling rejected, feeling disliked? They're all very important to teach us something. And sometimes it is because we are with people who are not nice people. But very often it is because we are attaching meaning to it and we have to learn not to. So how can we do that if we push away the feeling? So we engage our frontal lobe, so we start thinking logically, we talk ourselves through it, or we can write ourselves through it. We can phone a friend and we can talk to them about what we're experiencing, not from a victim point, but from, I need to talk myself through this feeling that's going on so that I can just get a handle on it. That is how you get a handle on it. You are crystallizing it. Your brain is crystallizing it, and that makes you feel like you've got a handle on it, and you actually then have a handle on it, and you can, instead of it being an abstract idea, you talking to somebody else or writing it through it, make it a concrete idea that your frontal lobes are taking control of, and then you are then not feeling so out of control. So just these steps and the willingness to try something different and the willingness to take responsibility for it, because we are supposed to, as adults, learn the skill, is going to help us to start regulating our feelings already. It's going to take us a long way toward, let me just find my slide again. It's going to take us, and there'll be some mosquito in front of me. It's going to take us a long way towards feeling more in control of things. So the difference between I need control and I'm dysregulated by feeling out of control, which is what we are talking about today. So we can very easily be called a control freak. We can very easily say to ourselves, I shouldn't be controlling such a lot of things. But we normally don't do that. We normally have a mindset, an attitude, a vocabulary of it should be like that. What I am believing is right. I then have this mindset that what I am believing is accurate. Just because you do believe it doesn't mean it's accurate. It doesn't mean your adult conscious mind is in control. It just means that if should, have to is in front of any sentence, you can go and check and see your childhood learning, your amygdala is in charge of things. But we firmly believe it. So we're not aware that we are over controlling. We are aware of I have to. This should be like this, and I am right. This is my opinion is right. So, and then we take over control of other people. Then we become an over controller. So that's the difference. We can say, I need to have more control, or we can say, I feel out of control. Now, the first one, when we say it, we don't actually mean, I need to control the people around me, and I need to control world peace and the circumstances around me. We actually mean, I need to feel in control, not I need to have more control, because we recognize on some sort of level, I'm being dysregulated. And that's the difference. So when I'm being dysregulated, we don't do it by controlling something that we don't have a name for. We capture the feeling. We neutralize that feeling by putting in charge of it our conscious mind and going through those steps. And you can rewind and you can go and watch again, and you can just make notes of it and write it down so that whenever you do feel out of control, overwhelmed, dysregulated, you go do a few of these. There are other things you can do. You can do breathing exercises. And it's amazing. But that doesn't put your conscious mind in charge. And you can do your any kind of EFT tapping or body work or being in nature and grounding yourself. So you can do all of that. That does not put the conscious mind in charge. Once you learn that the conscious mind in charge is the fastest way for you to feel in control, talking about it, talking through it, not from a victim point of view, and also writing it down and getting to the point of what am I supposed to do? And this feeling is okay. And what am I learning from it? All of it involving the conscious mind, not the amygdala, the subconscious. I need to feel more in control normally means I feel dysregulated. And let's just take a few steps back and look at where it comes from. Your tiny kid, stuff is out of your control. There's not a parent helping you through the feelings, saying it's okay. There's not a parent mirroring it for you, showing, mommy is dysregulated, but it's okay. I'm sad. I'm upset, but it's okay. You don't have to take responsibility for me. I'm an adult. I know how to work for my feelings. It's not going to kill me. That is the most powerful thing, when we can mirror a parent and we can say, and they allow us to do the same. I don't have to be perfect and smiling little kid all the time. I don't have to be invisible for mommy. I don't have to be having no problems because mommy's problems are bigger than mine. So I just learn not to have problems. Or mommy is not, or daddy, or whoever is not there for me anyways, so I need to be self-reliant and not have feelings. So when we have had that example, it's great, and we will know how to self-regulate. Most people don't. I think there's a few people nowadays who are becoming aware and they are parenting their children differently. Most of us haven't had this. And look around you, the world is in a mess. And we really have to start learning these tools and spreading them and helping other people to learn these things. So if you have any questions, please do it in the comments, or otherwise, if you're on my mailing list, please send me an email. If you're not on my mailing list, please sign up. The link is underneath the YouTube video. And if you're listening to a podcast, it's all in the show notes. So thank you so much for showing up. I hope that you're going to share this with somebody else because, like I say, the world's in a mess. We know a lot of people around us who feel anxiety, feel depressed, feel out of control, feel overwhelming, feel unfairly treated by the world, feeling really like we don't have enough power. And all of these are manifestations of us not putting our conscious mind in charge, because our conscious mind is extremely powerful. And we only have to learn how to do that. If you want to know more, make sure that you follow me, subscribe, look at the videos that I'm doing, the podcast, and also know that I have lots of rewiring type courses which you can do, and you can do sessions with me. I love this work. It is so powerful, and I just want to share this with the whole world. So I would really appreciate it if you like the video, like the recording, give it a like, give it a star, give it a love, a heart, share it with other people, comment. That's always in which you become better at being in charge of your conscious mind, and you help others so that this world can just become a little bit more regulated. So I hope all of this makes sense to you, and thank you so much for watching through this, and see you next week with the next one. Lots of love. Louise signing out.